So on Wednesday, I made a video about, analog assets and digital assets, counterparty risk. Today's video is kind of a follow-up to that video. And today's topic is about why you should not save. Now, I know that sounds heretical. You're supposed to you got to save, right? You're supposed to save money. Got to put money in the bank. The problem is that the rate of interest that you earn from keeping money in the bank is so pitifully low that the rate of inflation is actually higher than the rate of interest you're earning. So in other words, by keeping your money in the bank, you're actually losing money, but you're also exposing yourself to what I discussed in the video on Wednesday is counterparty risk, meaning you're effectively giving your money to this bank and they have no obligation to return it to you. That's a danger, especially because when we need to pay a bill or we need to buy something, we're dependent on others giving us access to our assets, right? That's not good. So here's what I suggest instead. So let's leave crypto out of it for just a moment. Let's say that you have traditionally relied on banks. You keep your money in a savings account. I might suggest instead the money that you would use to save, instead, I would strongly encourage you to invest in silver, and if you have enough, gold, and keep it in the form of, you don't even need to buy like the full 10-ounce silver bars. I mean, now granted, they're a good value, but you can invest small portions of your pay and money that you would normally put in your savings. You can go and buy junk silver, for example. Let me show you. So I've previously discussed this in another video, but so, you're buying silver coins, right? These are all silver, and they all have value based on the weight of the silver content. So 1 ounce, these are smaller coins like dimes and nickels and quarters. This one's a kind of a custom job. These are actual gold. Let me show you. So you see that's actual physical gold. They are 1/1000th of an ounce. See how beautiful they are, right? So instead of putting your money in the bank, buy these and keep them at home, right? And you can easily liquidate this, easily. You go to any coin store in your city, and trust me, there almost assuredly is at least one. I know, speaking just for Des Moines, I'm aware of at least 2. But the idea is this one coin, you think, okay, well, how much is that thing worth? So it's 1 ounce. That's a 1 ounce silver coin. And as of right now, I believe it's worth maybe $58. And if the price of silver keeps going up, which it has been this year, quite significantly, I might add, then that one-time purchase of this silver coin is it's gaining at a higher rate of interest than anything that you would do by keeping it in the bank, right? So my point is, keep your savings in silver. It's easy, it's affordable. I mean, it really doesn't take that much to get started. And instead, buy real assets. If you got lots of money, instead consider buying land, vacant land. You don't even need to buy houses. I mean, if you want to go the real estate route, you can, I guess, but you can buy actual physical property. You can buy land. You buy assets, buy things that keep and hold their value, right? So that's what I mean by don't save. Buy assets that have a real physical value, that grow in value. The best part is the bank can't take this from me because it's here at my home, right? There's nothing to confiscate. These gold backs, these are worth approximately $8 a piece. Each one of these is about $8 because it's only 1/1000th of an ounce. But that's what I mean by don't save. Don't keep your money in the bank. Buy real physical assets. And again, these can be easily liquidated. If you really need them for an emergency, you can just go to a coin store, sell these, get your money, and go. So, I know that this topic runs counter to conventional wisdom, but conventional wisdom isn't always right or best, and that's a problem. If everybody is jumping off a cliff, that doesn't mean you have to as well, right? Use common sense and what's best for you. Now, if you want to keep your money in the bank because you feel it's safe, be my guest. I'm just giving you some options to explore, to try to preserve and protect your assets. If you have crypto, if instead of, let's say you don't want to buy these, instead you would prefer to buy crypto, you can do that. That's fine. Understand that, that's a digital asset versus an analog asset. And it has its pros, it has its cons. I think the biggest problem I have with crypto is that I think initially the idea for crypto was that it should be a currency that everybody can use, and ideally it would replace the US dollar. But the problem is that really hasn't panned out, and it has actually almost become a store of value, or think of it as a digital gold, rather than an actual currency, one that you can use to go shopping and pay your bills with. Also, the unfortunate truth is that the volatility of crypto is a bit of a problem. Bitcoin was, I think just like a few days ago, it was like 86,000, and now it's back up over 100,000, and it's just, some people don't like that volatility, and I can understand. I think your first priority should be in analog assets, and if you have money left over, then you can maybe consider buying some crypto, to protect yourself, kind of have a wider range of assets, if you will. But in any case, these are just my thoughts. Let me know what you have to think. If you got any value out of this video, please consider liking, please comment, and if you would be so inclined, I would be honored if you would subscribe. And with that said, I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.